Hello, uh, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna discuss on uh, the sign which we call the one who walks through the fire, the God's chosen one, the Scorpio Moon. So there are souls who are born into light, and these souls who born into depth. So general, this is a soul which born with the depth. Okay, so itself the starting point of the soul conversation is start with the depth. The Scorpio Moon is really born with the depth. This is not a life that unfolds gently. It begins underground, in silence, in pressure, in emotional gravity that most people never have to carry. From the early age, this soul learns that comfort is temporary. I have to struggle, I have to transform, and truth is often hidden. That survival requires awareness. So they just don't skim the surface of life, they descend. So the sign, which is ruled by Mars, their emotional world is forged into the intensity, quite intensity. Not chaos, but to control, not noise, to focus. They feel everything, but they reveal almost nothing. Now you can understand why Scorpios are so secretive. Behind calm eyes, there's a furnace of instinct, the kind of the remembrance, kind of memory, and the will. Their will is also very strong. This person learns early that power is not loud, the power is restraint. Power is knowing when to strike, more importantly, when not to. So, understand super strategist, these people, Scorpio Moon. They move through the world with a quiet magnetism. If they, first of all, you will not able to understand how these guys are whole life. There are two people together for 20 years, 30 years, still they don't know each other. This kind of, so you always find that person is very stranger, but yet these people feel them before they understand them. There is something unreadable, something sealed, as if as if there is an inner world is guarded by unspoken oath. And it is because Scorpio Moon does not expose their soul casually. Trust must be earned. So they will not trust anyone, even their closed ones, they never trust. Till the time they other guy should be able to earn that trust from the Scorpio. Loyalty must be proven. Again, they're very skeptical of everyone, whether this person is going to be loyal with me or not. But once granted, then there is going to be absolute smooth conversation happens. This is the protector, the one who stands in fire for the people they love. So outside they will look at you will look them very secretive and very tough or very calculative in conversations, but they do everything for the family, and they love these people, but without asking for any kind of recognition, without hesitation, or without even retreat. Crisis does not break them, it activates them. Where others panic, they focus. Where others collapse, they calculate. They possess a rare ability to remain emotionally present at every moment. Even during the chaos is in their mind or outside, loss, something they lose, still they remain very practical and very transformation. Even in during the transformation, they will still remain in their senses. Yeah, transformation is the theme. Their life is all full of transformation, so they are used to any changes, any sudden movement, any ups and downs, any upheaval. They will take care of it. The life does not move in a straight line, we all know, but it moves in depths and rebirths, sudden endings, sharp turns, and the moments where everything familiar falls away. They suddenly the people with them they will move away. There's a breakup. There is a relationship issue. Yet these are not punishments. These are your initiations. These are your past life karma which you are facing in this life. uh, each collapse strips away with a false, weak, and unnecessary, and each leaves ending with the more leaner, sharper, and truer. So that's all the story about this. They do not cling to what no longer serves the soul's purpose. They need the soul evolution. So their life, when they're born with the expectation they want to evolve as a soul. So Scorpio Moon has a huge karmic bundle on emotion side of it, and they need to take care of it because that's a trauma they have to go through. A Scorpio guy, any Scorpio Moon guy, you ask him, he must have gone through a very rough initial phase of his life. He will see certain things which are not very comfortable in their life. They see some mature conversation at very young age, or probably pretty early age, or uh, earlier teenage, or there is going to be a sudden kind of stress on them to handle everything, because they initially, Scorpio guys are initially very emotionally vulnerable guys, because the moon is debilitated in their sign. So what happens is that they can be suppressed, pressed, or sabotaged, controlled by others, even their parents or its siblings, or near dear ones or relatives also. And the kind of the reality they face in this life, that okay, these people with whom I am as a relation or relative, I am facing this issue, how I will handle them. So that cunningness of Scorpio men start because very early age, and the external factors, the neighbors, the people in the community, the insult, the frustration they go through, the blockages they go through, they and secondly, most important, the mental traumas. I can bet on this 99% of Scorpio moon go through kind of traumas, and they will never express whole life, not even their spouse, not even their loved ones. And it's a tough thing. Okay, if your moon is disturbed, your whole life is disturbed. Still, they stand tall. They stand with their courage and conviction that we can able to achieve what they want to achieve. They are drawn to depth driven paths. So, mostly, if you see Scorpio moons are more inclined towards astrology or occult, or interest towards some spiritual practices. The debilitated moon itself can be a game changer for them. How the moon debilitated actually supports their inner courage to take the uh, I will say spiritual practice more strongly. The people who either have a very exalted moon, who is living life like every day is like my kingdom, enjoying, and the people like debilitated moon, who is living every day is like a hell to come out of it. So both way, either with the devotion or a love towards God, or with the fear of God, God fearing ability, the Scorpio moons and Taurus moons both are inclined toward it. Yet Taurus moon are more, I will say, family oriented. There is a kind of feel goodness in the family, and mother is like very loving and all. Whereas Scorpio moon mother, they will have a tough time. Mother goes through hell. Mother have certain amount of challenge that even no one knows, and there is a lot of insult, and those issues happens. Okay, so there is a natural analyst is there in them. So they have that cryptic understanding of the visionary thoughts coming to them. Intuitive mind is God with the Scorpio moon. So they don't ask what's happening. They know what is happening below that, what is the hidden text is coming out of it. what is the hidden message coming out of it. Slowly but sometimes painfully, the early intensity begins to make sense, and that is where they're sensing the challenges, or the sensing the life's problems. They can see little early than others, and they know it's like a burden that becomes eventually a weapon for them. The stress, or once they feel overwhelming, and that becomes their mastery in long term. And that is where the Scorpio moon plays a role, where even there is a phrase, I don't remember how to say it, but where a normal person cannot go, these people can, they are with their mind, can reach even till sun or moon, kind of thing. So that's the way they look at is their understanding and emotions they are managing. Well, they no longer reacting, they are directing. So people always judge them wrongly. Okay, they feel that these guys are cunning, and these guys are really gonna play with us politics and all those things, but they are not. They are very secretive because they are very sensitive, very soft at heart, and they don't want to expose the vulnerability to society or people or even their family members, because they want to create that wall and they don't want to protect themselves, not because they want to play games, but because they are trying to save someone else. They know that each day is my survival and I cannot expose myself to the people. So Scorpio have two lordships. One is Mars and second is Ketu. So Mars happens as to be they have got impulsive nature, sometime anger, sometime quick decision taking without even thinking. But at the same time, if the Ketu is on the co-lord, which shows them their spiritual practice is going to be a great one. So in Hindu mythology, if you know Lord Ganesha, there is a mantra called Atharvashishya, where you can actually get the Mooladhara chakra, the first chakra of your seven chakras. Can activation happens from the eighth house, and that is where the Ketu's role comes pretty strongly, and hence spiritual practice is something which they will pick up in the later part of the life. So their presence is very, very resilience. People look at them, okay, they see, okay, this guy is really tough guy. He came from the place where no one even can reach there. But there's a symbol of rebirth as well. This is a last sign as a physical world. You will ask me why the Pisces is a last sign, but no, I see from the physical body matter perspective, eighth house is your house of death, house of place where the ends as a physical body. So they go through those kind of difficult transformation in their life. That is the reason the red sign is there. And it's a deepest emotion, but they once they learn that how to manage these emotions, they master it. And the greatest source of courage for others. And once they've been known, then it's like unstoppable positive energy. They will make change. They have some creative thoughts which can radically change the expectation of overall people around, and they will understand, okay, this guy is actually talking some worth, and we are not even given him. So they will speak less, but once they speak, they will give a solid conversation with others. They are not chosen by others, they're chosen by life itself. They walk through darkness, but when they come back, they come with the shining light, with the aura. And that is the reason I say God's chosen one, the Scorpio moon. And Scorpios, another aspect is their wife or their spouse is a karmic connection. There is a free will they use. I always see that the Scorpio guys have a challenge with the siblings. There is a conversation is very limited, or very rudimentary. The normal conversation, there is affection is very, very less. Scorpio's emotions are connected with, I will say, with their religious nature and religious thoughts, visiting to temples, reading scriptures, and they will feel kind of experience they get it when they visit any religious places. They love it. They get inner peace in their mind. Scorpio moon's karma is is very much connected with the status. Okay, they are status loving, but at the same time, they need to control their ego as far as during work timing is concerned. They face a lot of ego issues with colleagues during the karma working time, or career during the career conversations they do with their colleagues, bosses, and all. So sometimes they've been wrongly observed and wrongly understand them, and that's where the misunderstanding happening. Scorpios also have a challenge in the relationship balance. So one of the thing is there they need to focus on building the good relation with people, and this is a one thing is that they are a bit secretive, but at the same time they are also uh, uh, sometimes they confused to handling the relationship. There is a little bit challenge to handling their conversation with the spouse. They don't validate what spouse is expected, and that is where some kind of dryness come in the conversation. And Scorpio also have a challenge come as far as the struggle come as far as the friend circle is concerned, because in the 11th house Virgo sign comes, and that is the reason Virgo is a area of, again I say, it's one of the difficult sign for everyone, the Virgo sign. And wherever Virgo sign comes, it creates a difficulty or struggle to manage the social circle. And hence Scorpio guys are little introvert, they don't speak much, they don't do conversations are very limited. But once they speak, they will be the king of their heart, and that will come out of it, and they really will. But to be frank, Scorpio guys will have a very very limited friends, or many friends they will live in between, typically not connecting with them, not want to maintain that relation. So there is a kind of lacuna in that. Scorpio also have they get a lot of fulfillment from their mother. So mother is a wish completion. So if anything they communicate to their mother, the wish can be fulfilled. The mother is very critical in life. And Scorpios also have a challenge related to food habits, so they need to be very very clear, because Taurus sign comes into the sixth house. So Scorpio guys need to control their spicy food, or probably some kind of junk food they need to control, because that can be give some impact on their food habits and all. And it is straight away connected with their um, uh, it will their health and challenges. And sometimes they have a dispute in family, and they have to handle that. Sometimes the food habits and all, they need to be really controlled. So those are the some of the things we need to really take care of it. Moon's father is very emotional. They love their father very much. Mother is bit strict, disciplined, but they admire her a lot. And also, I seen that they are also a chart with the we can say moksha trine, basically the trine which is like liberation trine. So what happens is that Scorpio guys have to not get indulge into most of the materialistic life. At certain point they need to look at the spiritual practices, and they need to look at their own building their own deity, identifying deity, life purpose, and also what they want to achieve in this life. They have to have jot down those plans. Scorpio also have a fifth house, they will have a good child, excellent child. And that also connected with their money. There is some kind of downfall comes into their financial matter, but they eventually come out of it and handle it really well. Obviously it depends on how their Mercury and Jupiter placements are there in the sign. So this is the overall my narration about Scorpio, the god's chosen one sign. And I'm sure Scorpions will love to hear them and hear their voice, hear their views, because I want to ensure that every sign people they have to come with their own thoughts and mind, and I'm more than happy to respond to them. So once again, thank you, and wishing you all whoever joined on this call God will manifest their expectations, desire, and achieve the success, desired success they're looking for. Thank you so much. Have a great day.